Absolutely huge news drop for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League as Rocksteady has released the patch notes for the patch for Season 1. Now keep in mind this patch won't go live until Tuesday, March 26th, which is 2 days before Season 1 officially launches on Thursday, March 28th. But they did give these patch notes to make available for us to read, so that is what we're going to do. We're going to go through all of these, we're going to read them, we're going to talk about them, we're going to discuss them, highlight some things I like, highlight some things I maybe don't like, disappointed with. If you want to check it out yourself, go to the Suicide Squad Discord page or their Twitter page. You'll find the links. But let's get this thing started. It's time to take your seats, raise the curtains, arm the explosives as Joker is making his debut performance in the season of Joker. A dynamite performer after his world's Suicide Squad died while fighting Brainiac in an unfortunate and violently explosive fashion. The Joker is back for some interdimensional revenge. Young, energetic, and eager to make a name for himself, this new take on the iconic supervillain is just the injection of panache and insanity that this Suicide Squad needs. The Joker comes with an entirely new traversal kit, using his explosive umbrella to fly around the city in style and hopefully in one piece. With hop, skip, and a boom, the Joker takes to the skies, launching himself head over heels toward any enemies unfortunate enough to stand in his way. Then when in the air, the Joker can unfurl his umbrella to float gently to the ground while raining explosives below, or right on to swoop forward at great speed, probably also while raining explosives. So the traversal kit sounds kind of cool. I mean, be interested to see. Seems like it's going to be kind of fun. The Clown Prince of Crime also comes with an entirely new talent tree with 3 different play styles of Jester, Firestarter, and Ringmaster. Jester will see the Joker doing some crowd work, getting up close and personal, and introducing Brainiac's forces to his flail with devastating melee buffs. Kind of like Shark, though. He's a big melee buff guy, and I really haven't gotten the chance yet to use a melee buff build on Shark because, well, Boom has been, had one of those things where they explode, and so that should be taken off with this patch. But either way, Firestarter introduces a new theme of affliction specializations to our new characters, with the Joker having a special affinity for fire. With talents to strike the match and plenty to fan the flames, he'll be getting on with the rest of the squad like the house on fire. And finally, Ringmaster is the Joker's way of making a dramatic entrance with his frantic traversal, with ways to extend his airtime and increase his damage while airborne. This is a play style for high-flying, fast-paced, mobile Joker. So much like the other characters, has 3 separate trees. You kind of figured he would be with fire, fireworks, explosives, booms, blowing stuff up, all of that stuff. So his traversal seems like it's going to be fun. I'm excited to see him and play as him. What's a place like you doing in a guide like this? The launch of a new season means a new Elseworld to explore during incursion and mayhem missions. Season 1 sees a version of Metropolis infected with a twisted and warped mind of the Joker, creating a darkly comic reflection of the city of tomorrow. 2 screenshots for this, Mr. J's. I like the lights, I like the darkness, all of that stuff. Joker over there seems kind of cool. Prop comedy with the increase in threats from Brainiac and his forces. The squads are gonna have to improve their arsenal if they want to meet the challenge. Thankfully, Season Joker Episode 1 includes a litany of new legendary, notorious, and infamy set gear to power you up and keep you in the fight. I was actually most interested with legendary stuff for sure. I'm of course interested in notorious and infamy stuff. I would definitely be interested in a lot of infamy stuff because we could get a new affliction with all that stuff. The past, pre-season 1, I guess, is pretty much only one single affliction that reigns supreme in the gear. And so hopefully a lot of this stuff is geared towards not just one, but multiple different ones. And not each season is just focused on one specific affliction. But I like that there's new gear in Legendary, Notorious, and Infamy. It'd be nice to get buffs in the old Legendary gear because a lot of it is good and has, really good traits, but it's not very strong and the stats just don't measure up well in some cases. Episode 1 will include a Scarecrow gear set with 3 twisted tiers based around poisoning the very minds of your enemies. A nightmare-induced set can stack fear and horror on your enemies for terrifying effects. I mean, it kind of seems the same as before, right? Same affliction? Anyway. Notorious items for episode 1 come with several iconic supervillains, including the Mad Hatter, which we've talked about before, Polka Dot Man, and Reverse Flash. I actually didn't catch any of the Reverse Flash ones, but we did make a video on the Mad Hatter one and the Polka Dot Man. Packed with wild and game-changing effects, these new Notorious items offer exciting build opportunities. So pistol, LMG, shotty maybe. I'm not sure what's underneath this. Maybe it looks like a shotgun actually. Or maybe a sniper rifle, I guess. I mean, who knows with these builds. And then this is definitely a sniper rifle. This season will also launch new weapon manufacturers Intergang, featuring close-range, high-damage weapons that shoot multiple projectiles with every shot. This manufacturer's weapons make for a devastating close-quarters build. You'll start seeing weapons of different rarities drop from this manufacturer, including some existing legendary weapons. Okay, so that's cool. I did make a video about legendary items. And you can have one particular weapon with multiple different manufacturers, which means that the stats as far as like rate of fire, magazine size, crit damage, all of that stuff is going to be impacted by the manufacturer. So another manufacturer kind of gives you an alternate build for one particular weapon. So take the stage. This episode will include plenty of new missions for you to complete while you fight up your power. There will be a new mayhem mission and assault missions, as well as a new type of incursion mission, combat incursions. These combat focused incursions allow the squad to do what they do best: bash some colon heads together however they see fit. In episode 1, Brainiac will be unleashing a host of new mutators, ramping up the challenging and forcing the squad to adapt to a new battlefield. Enemies will gain Green Lantern shields or even return from the dead if not handled correctly. But thankfully, Brainiac's experiments has led to some unintended side effects that it may be able to help your squad. So we did talk about this in previous videos as well. Incursion missions got really boring because it was the same exact mutators in every single one of them. Like there was no change up. All of them had boom. All of them had the same things going on per, the level that you went down. And so I really hope they switch that up. That way you can make builds specifically to fight mutators for a specific incursion and then change that build because the mutators in this one just doesn't fit right, I guess, with the build. And, I just want them to make it different and not having the same one with every single one, with the same enemies in every single one. It's just a different scenery. So hopefully they do that, but new mutators are nice. Do bad and look good. Season 1 will bring with it a new host of outfits, banners, win poses, and more. The battle pass for season 1 will have both a premium track and a free track, both featuring awesome outfits for the squad, like the Wayne Tech family of outfits. This ultra high-tech set shows how the squad would look if they would be suited up by Lucius Fox and several futuristic swatches too. Now, personally, I really, really, really wanted to see a premium track in the battle pass and just litter it with cosmetics, skins, weapon skins, all sorts of swatches, everything that you can do cosmetically, put it all in the premium track. and give people the option to pay for the premium track and get all these separate skins, you know, being that it's supposed to be a live service game, which honestly, it has not been a live service game for 2 months. This game has been basically a single player, non-live service game at all. There's been almost no content. There's been a little bit here and there, but live service is supposed to be updated constantly, right? And so I'm really hoping that they go all out with this battle pass. And when they say lots of skins or a host of new outfits, banners, win poses, etc., that they really mean that. And not just one set or 2 sets. I'm talking tons of sets, lots of stuff in the store, lots of stuff for us to grind for, lots of stuff in the battle pass, long battle passes, lots of things to get. I really hope they do that, and it's not just basic stuff. But talking about these skins real quick, and talk about these outfits. They look fantastic. I mean, this looks cool. Shark, nice. Joker, cool. Harley Quinn, yeah, looks great. I like her face. I like her huge buns right there that she put on it. Her hair buns, not her buns, but her hair buns. Deadshot, awesome. This one looks actually pretty sick. I like Deadshot's. Deadshot's Wayne Tech outfit will be earnable on the free track of the Battle Pass alongside many of its swatches. So that makes me think that these probably right here are on the paid track, and Deadshot is on the free track. Changes. Now, there is a lot in here, so we can't read everything word for word. And like I said, if you want to go check it out, go to the Twitter, go to the Discord page. Link for the Discord is in the description, so go check it out. But they have lowered the requirements for completing in-game introduction, and so they just dropped them 5, 10, 15, basically cut everything in half. Patrol missions during in-game, 50% XP boost for 45 minutes. Okay, I mean, that's nice, I guess. Affliction immunity mutator no longer requires enemies to be hit with critical hit to remove its effect. It may now be removed when enemies take any damage. This is definitely huge. The crit hit to be able to apply an affliction on an enemy was super annoying, which is one of the reasons why, say, the freeze builds just did not work very well at all, because of the fact that you had to do these crits. And so I think this is going to be a really good change. I think this is definitely much needed. Same with the next one. The boom mutator no longer triggers on shield harvest or suicide strike. You know, I've always wanted to do a King Shark build where he does nothing but melees, up close in and personal, just bam, 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 just smashing. And so you need that shield harvest and the suicide strike. So I'm glad that they definitely changed that. HUD customization options. I have honestly never done that, but it did give you more options for everybody. Care packages, clan care packages have updated rewards. They honestly are never any good anyway. But it looks like they do contain Battle Pass XP. So 500 Battle Pass XP you can get every single day. To me, out of all of this stuff, that is what's important. The gear is always 95% of the time, for me at least, the gear is trash. But the 500 XP is going to be clutch. That's certainly stuff. I mean, we don't know exactly how much we get when we fight in the open world. But same with clan care package too. For those people that, you know, grind out the clan stuff, 2000 XP. That's certainly going to come in handy. So once a week you can get 2000. Every day you can get 500 from the legendary. Enemy snipers have now received some changes. Oh my God. One of the most annoying things in this game is these snipers with their auto lock. You could slide, jump, move, use any type of traversal. These things got you no matter what. I mean, you could be all the way across the map, 8,000 meters away, and these guys will get you. But it looks like they did make some changes. They can now damage, or you can slow them down a little to give a player more opportunity to deal with them. They can now be damaged while teleporting. Snipers now take 30% damage while teleporting, up from 0. Sniper teleport cooldown has been increased to 7 seconds, up from 3 seconds. I don't even know if it was 3 seconds, because there's many times where I'm like standing in one spot, it would teleport, and then the instant it came in, I'm already standing next to him, and he disappears again. He just teleports away again, and then he teleports in, and then instantly teleports away. So I don't even know if that 3 seconds was a thing, but it says 7 seconds. Sniper teleport proximity distance decreased to 5 meters, down from 8 meters. Okay. Yeah, 8 meters. My ass, bro. Okay, yeah, that's definitely not true, man. These things go from building to building to building to building. That's way longer than 8 meters. There's no way that it was 8 meters. Snipers were no longer teleport if on the same rooftop as a player while being outside of the teleport proximity distance. Maybe this was the problem. But they did nothing to talk about their auto lock and how ridiculously strong their, I guess, skills are when it comes to being able to dodge them. I still think that that's definitely has to be changed. Changed assault missions to offer legendary and notorious items upon completion. Thank you, Jesus. UI improvements have been made. That's definitely nice. Could be, more readable for sure, considering that most people have no idea what those icons are down there when you stack up like 50 of them. We need a glossary. Hello? Definitely need to make a glossary. Riddler trophies in scan range are now highlighted. Thank you, Jesus, man. I'm stuck on 3 Riddler trophies, and I swear to God they're not in the game. But if I could scan them, okay. Brainiac and Finite Crisis now takes substantial increased damage from counters. Okay, that's very good. And then they got a number of improvements to, the actual tutorials, to augments, stacks on various weapons, Prometheum charges are dropped, target scores for certain missions, support squad mission changes, changes in text in certain items, icons for Jinx Unlucky Coin, changed the difficulty, and then changed Promethean cost of Mayhem mission in Chapter 6. Now the bug fixes. This is certainly going to be huge, depending on what's in here, because there are a lot of things. And not just being in here, but is it actually going to be fixed? That is certainly the question. Ever since they started trying to fix these bugs, I honestly have progressively had more and more problems with the game as opposed to when I first launched. I had very few problems when I first launched. And as we're going on, I get more and more and more problems. If you were at the last previous stream, I was getting absolutely super frustrated with specific things, specific bugs, and I just had to quit. I couldn't play anymore. But either way, in this patch, we've made several improvements and fixes to how our game handles player data, alongside other backend improvements we've put live over the past couple weeks. These should address many of the issues in relating to logging in the game, loading into multiplayer sessions, and generally improving load times. We have also addressed several issues that were preventing players unlocking and progressing their mastery levels. If you are still experiencing significant issues with above after the patch, please head over to our bug reporting website and let us know. So if you still experience after this, I mean, I as well reported, didn't really make a difference, but you can still, the options there. Now there are about 50 of these bug fixes or more listed here. We're not going to read them all. I am going to scroll slowly though, because if this is your only source to be able to read these, you can pause it, and I will, like, at least if I see some things that is worth at least me talking about or maybe mentioning, then I will bring it up. But as far as the first ones that I see, it certainly talks about progression. And those are definitely important because I have a problem with progression. And in Brainiac, I cannot progress in the Brainiac missions. And so that would be nice to be able to get that fixed and be able to progress in that. Bugs with runtimes being counted towards leaderboards. That's another weird thing in which I would complete something and I swear to God, like my time is really good and really low, but yet it doesn't seem to count. I don't know why. Gear modification made in multiplayer session from saving after leaving the session. So sometimes when you're with a squad in multiplayer, you would change a piece of item or change an augment, and then it would either like things would disappear. Like I have legendary items that have 0 traits on them because of a bug. I don't know if it's from the multiplayer thing, but same with augments. You do a change or something in multiplayer sessions, you go back to solo, and then all of a sudden your gear item is all effed up. So we'll have to see. The bugs that sometimes prevent players from correctly unlocking grenades during the don't blow it mission. There are a lot of items in, like the collections that I am trying to complete where I've completed the game, but it says unlocked during chapter 5, unlocked during chapter 6, unlocked during chapter 4, and none of those seem to, be unlocked. Get stuck on a loading screen. Okay, that would suck. Improved optimization of foliage and grass so as to improve performance and FPS when foliage and grass is on screen. Okay, I guess maybe that's what was causing certain frame drops in specific cases. Loot not to spawn a great distance away when it is killed by Harley Quinn's traversal. Okay, well that's great. I mean, it's a pain in the ass, but it doesn't feel like that's really necessary. Nothing. I mean, definitely lots of stuff, for inviting for, multiplayer sessions, for social stuff, for matchmaking, voice chat, and specific missions as well. Another multiplayer stuff, XP bonuses, exiting the portals, more leaderboard fixes, more matchmaking, achievements. I have lots of, not a lot, but a few achievements that I cannot complete because of specific things. So be interesting to see if those are fixed. But honestly, I don't care about those. Like I want the game to function right. That's what I care about. And so hopefully I haven't seen anything else though. I mean, besides for the progression thing, infinite ammo, more bugs, shotguns. I didn't see anything. I mean, I am scrolling kind of quickly, but I didn't see anything where your character disappears. On last stream, just the other day, we did a stream where we were doing an incursion, and my boomerang, again, completely disappeared. Completely disappeared. All he was holding was his boomerang. And so, I don't know, man. I didn't see anything on here, but like I said, I'm going kind of fast, trying to read it kind of quick to see if there's anything in here that, seems important. Fix the bugs allow boomerangs traversal attack to deal critical damage when a player has increased critical hit chance on their firearms. Okay, that's one of those bugs that get fixed that actually help players. I mean, like the bug helped a player. Oh, fixing the lucky charm slot. That's nice. There are people that had certain items that were not being able to be unlocked. Certain gear slots that are always locked on certain players. So hopefully they fix all that stuff too. More multiplayer sessions, more stuff with missions, epic augments, another map bug, multiplayer sessions, load missions. I mean, I'm sure all of these are good, and I'm sure they wouldn't be putting them on here if there weren't lots of people experiencing them. But I don't really see anything that actually had to do with, all of the problems that we were getting. Teleport into the sky. Okay, that's very interesting. Game to freeze for a moment after defeating the first hit squad and killing time. I don't see any change. I mean, obviously, certain changes to certain enemies and stuff isn't really a bug. But obviously, they didn't put any of that in the changes. Allowed players to infinitely reset the neck bomb timer by switching characters. Another exploit fixed. XP boosts for enemies that despawned when failing a mission. Fixed Bane's tier 2 and tier 3 infamy gear dropping from incursion for mastery lower than intended. Holy shit. One of the things that certainly was driving me nuts is the fact that we were doing tier 1 only Bane stuff and we were getting tier 2 and tier 3 stuff. Like, it's like when I would do tier 1, level 10, level 11, level 12, etc., I'd get only tier 2 stuff. And when I did tier 2, I'd only get tier 3. And you could not get tier 1 at all. And it was so frustrating. I was getting so irritated. I'm glad that's fixed. Hopefully that's fixed. I can't say that anything is definitely fixed until I test it, but, you know, we'll see. More stuff with missions. King Shark stuff. More mission stuff. Black screens, another mission. More matchmaking. Black screens. Not loading properly, enemies not spawning correctly. More stuff with missions. Holy cow, there's so many bug fixes in here, man. This is crazy. This is like the most bug fixes I think I've ever seen in a single patch. I mean, I've played lots of games. I don't remember any time reading patch notes of a particular game and there being this many bugs in a game. And it's crazy, it's been in here for 2 months and we're just now getting certain fixes. But hopefully they're all fixed. Hopefully these are fixed. More stuff with more missions. We got PC fixes, thank goodness, because there's certainly lots of people that were having PC problems. Could have been with the anti-cheat and all that stuff. So hopefully they certainly get that stuff fixed. Fixes for control bindings not working, all of that stuff. Whew, that's a lot. So summary, am I excited for season 1 still? Yes, of course I'm excited for season 1. We need some new stuff to do. We need some new gear. We need new weapons. We need the game to work properly. We need a new character. We need new missions. We need a new environment, new incursions, all of that stuff. That's going to be fantastic. And all these bugs that they're supposedly fixing, that's also going to make things a lot better. I guess the only question is how much content are they actually going to be putting in the game? Because they don't list all that stuff. And will the bugs actually be fixed? And will there still be problems after this? And I guess another question would be, are they going to actually make it live service finally? Are they going to actually keep up with content and release content and do, you know, update the store and update all that stuff? Or is it just going to be big, huge content drop on the 28th and then it's silence for months and then season 2 drops? Because that's not live service. That's not a live service. I mean, yeah, it's kind of, but not really, not to me, right? I think another thing that, of course, they didn't mention, which I never thought they would, and much like the same problem in Gotham Knights, inventory management sucks. And being that we're adding a 5th character now, it's only going to make things worse. If season 2 comes and there's another character, season 3, there's another character, season 4, there's another character. They have got to figure out a better way to do the inventory. If they want to contact me, I got many ideas. And believe me, I'm a professional. I can get it done. And I can make sure that, you know, my ideas work good. But either way, beside the point, man, they got to do something about it. And hopefully they do fix it and get it changed, because the gear inventory management system is terrible. Another thing that I would love to be able to see is some sort of glossary. I wish they really would make a glossary that would talk about like all of the different things that, all the icons that trigger, especially when you're in the middle of a incursion or a fight or a battle or whatever it is you're doing. Have some sort of glossary that we could look at in game, like put it in a tab all the way at the end and just list all of the different things, all the different possible icons that could pop up. That would be nice. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about all this stuff, and I will see y'all next time. Like, subscribe, go down to Twitch, follow that because we do stream. Y'all take it easy. We're out. Peace.